Alright guys, I am back with my review of WWE's Friday Night Smackdown for March 29th, 2013. And I would say this was an average show. There was some cool stuff on this one, but for the most part it was your typical Smackdown show. Not really a bad main event, but also predictable as hell. I liked The Rock in the beginning. I thought he did a good job, and seeing John Laurinitis again was awesome. Great way to start the show. But it's still, the bench press contest, I also thought that was entertaining. But yeah, for the most part, it was just your typical SmackDown. So I'd have to say I thought this was just average. Nothing really special here, but it starts off with The Rock coming out, and he's talking about Hershey, Pennsylvania, tells a story, says he will kick Cena's ass, and then Big Johnny Laurinaitis himself comes out. And he says Teddy Long gave him permission to come out here, which I assumed was going to lead to Booker T getting pissed at Teddy Long for giving Laurinaitis permission, when in reality, Teddy Long didn't even know about this. And it never happened. So I don't know if they're going to do something with that on SmackDown this week or not, but they didn't do anything with it here. And Laurinaitis says Cena was the reason he was fired, so he wants to be in Rock's corner. Rock asks the people, they boo. He shakes Laurinaitis' hand and hits the spinebuster and people's elbow on him and says he will beat Cena again. So I thought Rock did a good job in this segment, and I am a fan of John Laurinitis. I thought it was really cool to see him out here again. I don't know if they're going to do anything more with him. It could have just been this one-time deal, but it definitely was an awesome moment to see him come out here. Did not expect that at all. That's why I don't read spoilers. Jericho versus Barrett. Miz is on commentary. Barrett trash talks with Miz. He gets back in the ring, gets hit with the code breaker. Jericho gets the win. Jericho sees the Fandango entrance, and he makes fun of his name again. He sings Bohemian Rhapsody, "Can you do the Fandango?" And Fandango comes out, and Jericho tells him to get in the ring, but Fandango just leaves. They show a video of an interview Matthews did with Heyman, and Heyman just says Triple H can't beat Lesnar. Lesnar will end his in-ring career and his executive career. Booker and Teddy come out for the bench press challenge, and Booker has a no contact clause in place. Henry goes first. He has to press 225 as many times as he can. The world record is 51. I'm sure all of this is just complete bullshit, but Henry gets 53. So new world record. And Ryback ties Henry's score, so Henry runs over and holds the weight down across Ryback's throat, and then he leaves, and officials are checking on Ryback, and he's coughing and everything. But it was entertaining. Dolph and AJ versus Kaitlyn and Daniel Bryan. Big E trips Daniel Bryan, so Kane starts fighting with him on the outside. Daniel Bryan and Dolph are fighting, and Kaitlyn hits the spear on AJ for the win. Shield video talking about how they will defeat Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show, and how they're too unstable to work as a team. Khali versus Jack Swagger. What you would expect here, a crappy match. I mean, it was a great Khali match. Swagger and Zeb cut a promo on Khali and Ricardo. Swagger gets Khali in the Patriot Lock on the outside, so they both get counted out. Hornswoggle tries to save Khali, gets thrown into the barricade. And Ricardo walks out, and he taunts Swagger. While he's distracted, Del Rio runs out and attacks him from behind. He gets him in the armbar, and Zeb is grabbing Del Rio's face, just pulling on his face. And Ricardo runs over and hits Zeb in the back with a crutch, and Swagger and Zeb have to retreat. Renee Young, a new broadcast partner, is talking to Orton, Sheamus, and Show, and they say they're on the same page for Mania. Rhodes Scholars and Cesaro, which is an awesome team, by the way, versus Orton, Sheamus, and Show. Cesaro yodels now. This is terrible. And JBL says every time he yodels, Daniel Bryan comes out of the locker room. And I thought that was really funny because I just got the visual of Daniel Bryan walking out and looking around. But Big Show knocks out Cesaro, Orton RKO Sandow, and Sheamus Brogue kicks Cody for the win. Very predictable. The Shield comes out, and Orton, Sheamus, and Show run up after them. They start brawling in the crowd, and they force the Shield to retreat. So that was the end of the show. Average SmackDown. I mean, I like the surprise of Laurinitis, and it did have some good stuff, but it's still, I mean, nothing really special here. I can't think of anything you had to see for the storylines. I mean, they're just going to do everything on Raw. Anything really important is going to be on Raw. They're not going to do it on SmackDown. And if they do, they're just going to recap it later. So, and it'll be like a small little, I mean, they're going to recap the crap that's not important on Raw. So, I mean, you're going to see it all again anyways. But yeah, I just thought this was kind of average. And this is the last week. We got Raw and SmackDown and then WrestleMania. So it's really just been fairly lackluster for Raw and SmackDown leading up to this year's WrestleMania. I've been pretty disappointed. But so anyways, that's my review of this SmackDown. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the SmackDown in the comments. And thanks for watching.